everybody. We are so excited today. We're bringing you another episode of Animated News where we talk about the latest goings on in both TV and feature films for the world of animation. And I am Rachel, and Jonathan is here.
Hello.
And Hayden is here.
Hey.
Yeah, thanks so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. All right, well, let's dive in. This is being recorded on the 22nd, and so let's talk quick. We have some stories that will go by quickly, and others will dive into a little bit more depth of our thoughts. We had the Emmys. Alex Borstein won for her work in Family Guy, and Rick and Morty won for Best Animated Program. Robot Chicken won for Outstanding Short Form Animated Program. So what were your thoughts on this, Hayden?
I was admittedly kind of upset that BoJack Horseman did not get nominated yet again.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's petty, I guess, and I am happy for all of the winners, obviously.
Yeah. Do you think they just have it's just a Netflix thing with the Emmys or something?
I honestly can't say. I mean, they did kind of throw some shade, I guess, at the Emmys in season 3, so maybe that has something to do with it.
Uh-huh.
I would have nominated Times Arrow from season 4 and Wendy Malick for her work. But I am admittedly pretty happy also with Pickle Rick winning because that was a good episode.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a pretty strong episode of Rick and Morty. And Robot Chicken, I've watched individual episodes. It's not something I have on like my DVR, but I have seen, and it is pretty creative. So I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Congratulations to people. Next topic is Incredibles 2 Blu-ray. Release dates were announced, and we have some special features. We have a Auntie Edna mini movie of her taking care of
Thank
Jack.
You, Bradford.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Our prayers have been answered.
We're excited for this, Aiden.
Yeah, because that was one of the things I tweeted after the movie. I said something along the lines of, well, we got a short about Kari. We better get one for the sequel about what happened with Edna. Yeah. And I got my wish. I'm
really excited because that was one of my favorite parts of Incredibles 2. I mean, it's not a surprise because Edna's amazing, but I thought it was really funny, but I also thought it was really sweet. Like
it was so cute.
Yeah, it was so cute. It brought home the whole message, I think, of the movie about, parenting when done well is a heroic act. Do you think, Jonathan, are you excited?
Oh yeah. Edna is one of my favorite characters from these movies.
Uh-huh.
Jack pretty much became one of my favorite characters in this movie. I mean, I liked him in the first one, but like that scene with the raccoon just skyrocketed him up there. And their interactions were so great, and I really wanted more. And I'm glad that they are going to give us more in the form of this short film. It's such a genius idea.
Yeah, I agree. And I hadn't even thought of it, Aiden, until you said that they had the Kari short babysitting, so it is kind of appropriate. That's true. That's a good point. All right, so next we have the Pixar Shorts Films Volume 3. We now know what is being included on that volume. We have a lot of one-name movies. We have Bao, Lou, Piper, Lava, Sanjay Super Team, Riley's First Date. I guess that's a question mark. They're not sure on that. I don't know. The Radiator Springs, 500 and a half. Party Central, The Blue Umbrella, The Legend of Mordu, which I thought that was on the last one, but I don't know. I guess not.
How long has it been since they released one of these?
That's a good question.
Because that was Brave.
Yeah, I guess maybe it's just on my Brave Blu-ray. Last one was 2012, so.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. That would be. So yeah, I guess that must just be on my Brave DVD. Party Source Rex, Marine Life Interviews, and Miss Fritter's Racing School. So I'm excited. I love Pixar shorts, and I enjoyed all of these. So I'm this definitely will be a purchase for me. What do you think, Jonathan?
I'm hoping that they release, like they say there's going to be a digital set of all three. I'm hoping there's going to be like a physical set of all three because I don't have the first two yet. And I really want to buy all three at once. So I'm hoping they have like a big set that I can get because there's so many good Pixar shorts and I'm excited to own some of these.
Yeah. That's a good point. I think they will release a physical copy, but you want it combined with all three together in one.
Yeah, whether it's a box set or like one big Blu-ray, because I mean I think they could fit all these on a single Blu-ray. Either way, I'm hoping that they do some sort of combined thing that I can get so I don't have to go get them all separately. I like box sets.
Yeah,
they take up a lot of space.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think, Hayden, about this? You excited?
I'm not personally a collector right now of these, but for those who are, I'm very happy that you're happy.
Yeah, there you go.
That wasn't meant to sound passive aggressive or sassy, by the way. I mean that genuinely.
Yeah, no, I that's good. All right, we're just zooming through some of these. Okay, so we have a 2D animated Care Bears series coming to Boomerang. What is Boomerang?
It's a channel.
It says a punched up reimagining of the colorful classic brand seeking to enchant a new generation of fans. So, Jonathan, are you going to be enchanted?
I don't know. I thought this was kind of interesting because I guess it's now Cloudco. We talked about this like an episode or two ago. American Greetings, who owns the Care Bears, is rebranded and they're like expanding their company and like seriously getting into some animation stuff. Like we talked about a 3D hybrid animated Care Bears movie. Now they're doing a 2D series. So I mean, that's not like super exciting to me, but anytime an animation company expands and gets bigger, I think is a good thing. And I'll be looking forward to seeing what else they do in the future.
Yeah. I mean, it's not one of those things from the 80s that I have nostalgia for.
I know literally like nothing about Care Bears other than they're like cute and have like symbols on their bellies. That's all I know.
Yeah,
that's the extent of my knowledge.
That's about all there is to know about the Care Bears. I think.
I never really. It wasn't really my bag.
We have Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir to be adapted as a live action series. This is an anime, right? Yeah.
I think it's a French cartoon.
Okay, French.
Yeah.
In the US, it's on Netflix. I've seen a couple episodes. My cousin has been trying to get me to watch more of it. She loves it, and it's apparently like very popular. I haven't seen a whole lot of it.
It has a very big fan base.
Yeah. It's more popular than I would have expected. I've only seen one or two episodes and I thought it was fine, but not enough to get me to immediately go back and watch more. Like I'm planning to eventually because my cousin's been telling me how great it is, but it's not not like
it's French.
Super excites me, but I just thought it was interesting that it's big enough that they're planning to make a live action series based on it.
Okay, so it's a series, not a movie.
As far as I know, it was going to be
Yeah.
a series.
It says it's announced Wednesday that it has acquired live action film and television rights to the French superhero romance series. Yeah, I guess it won a Teen Choice Award, so evidently it's popular among teens. So
yeah,
they had merchandise past the 100 million mark. I never even heard of it. Very interesting. It's always amazing that there's just so much content these days. You just can't watch everything. It's impossible. So as soon as I find out something new every day that it's like, oh, that's a thing and it's super popular. There you go. We have the Cartoon Saloon people. They've sold their film Wolfwalkers to Apple to be on iTunes. And so is this not going to be released in the theater at all? It's just going straight to streaming?
I feel like both, like some of the like past movies that stream, like they have like maybe a small theatrical release, but mostly on digital, I guess, maybe.
I hope so, because I love Cartoon Saloon, and I would really like to see this on the big screen.
I think it's kind of weird that Apple is the one that got the rights to it. Like, Apple doesn't really do much in this field.
Yeah, I think they're just rolling the ball, so they're probably getting like all the content they can, like to like just while they get the ball rolling. Because they're doing a lot. I recently did a show. I was an extra on a show that they're doing with Octavia Spencer. That's going to be like one of their like, I guess, big things. So they're just starting.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited about the film. I was just reading that they announced an original musical called Central Park, animated series from the creators of Bob's Burgers. And Josh Gad is going to be voicing it. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'll be interested in that. Bob's Burgers they have great music on that show. Like, you wouldn't think of it, but like most episodes have at least one musical number. I love Bob's Burgers, so anything from those creators, I will be interested in seeing.
I really hope they let Billy Eichner sing.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Because he's on the show and he has actually a really good singing voice. So.
Yeah, and Wolfwalkers, it looks stunning. The
art. I love the artwork in the article.
Yeah, Tom Moore is he's an incredible artist, and I loved his last two movies. And this looks, I think it's less steeped in Celtic lore as some of his other ones, but I guess it says the block print style in Kilkenny. We have a much looser look to the forest, lots of ink splots and loose watercolors, scribbly pencil lines. So that sounds amazing. I can't wait to see it. So there you go. That'll be exciting. And maybe the fact that Apple has purchased it, even if it doesn't go to the theater, maybe that'll get more people to watch it, because lots of people, as opposed to like art house theaters and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, because a lot of these films, like I've said before, I never get a chance to see them in the theater because they just don't come around me. So as much as I like the idea of it being in a theater, realistically, this is actually a better way for me to see it, because if it got a limited theatrical run, I probably wouldn't get to see it anyway. So.
Yeah. We have a web series, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, shorts being turned into a series. And it's a surrealist and often disturbing takeoff on children's series. It's developed into a full television show, and Conan O'Brien, I guess, his company is producing it. Have you heard of this, the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared."
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative. Yeah, I've dabbled.
You dabbled.
I am very familiar with this series.
So it's just, would you agree that it's surrealist and often disturbing?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's about right.
It's basically a parody of like children's television shows. If you've never seen it, it starts out seeming like an episode of something like Sesame Street, but then it gets weird and it gets dark. And I don't like every episode, but there are some that is just, I really like how weird it gets. It's such a strange series. It's like mixed media, so it's computer animated, there's puppets, there's people in costumes, there's all sorts of animation weird mixed together with live action sets, and it's an experience. And I'm kind of excited to see what they do to turn it into a TV show. I don't know if I will love it, but I will probably watch every episode.
Interesting. You say you're a big fan, Hayden?
Yep.
All right, there you go.
It is, yeah.
All right, so Last Airbender getting a live action series, and they got some of the original creators, and of course everybody is, that I've talked to at least, is nervous because of the terrible film adaptation from our friend Mr. Shyamalan. And
we don't talk about that. What movie?
Yeah, right. Woo! You mean the nap I had in 2010? So Hayden, are you willing to give him a shot for this, or
okay? I have a lot to say. So I'm gonna get it all out. Okay, so I'm going to be cautiously optimistic for this because since the original creators are actually like involved this time and they weren't in the movie really, besides an executive producer credit, which doesn't really mean anything. And the creators said that they're actually going to try, hopefully do and have like a not whitewashed cast, which is good because it would give a lot of actors of color a chance to be in a show and to make it, I guess. It's definitely a step in the right direction, so I'm just gonna give it a chance because the cartoon is one of my favorite shows. So, like, period. So I'm going to give it. I'm going to watch it obviously because I kind of have to. But yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be expensive if they do it right. It's gonna be really expensive, but hopefully they still will do it right. I mean, you can't judge this off of. I mean, Shyamalan made a movie about evil trees, so you can't judge him off of that. And so I don't know, like that. Their movie was just one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. It was absolutely terrible. And so, in a way, I hope this will be kind of redemption. We'll finally give people the film that they want. I mean, the series in this case that they want. But once I see a trailer, then I'll be more kind of excited. But yeah, like that's a good point that it'll give some diversity, some diverse actors, some roles and different things. So. Yeah, that's a good point. Space Jam 2. This was big, exciting news, I guess.
You guess.
Yeah. LeBron James is going to be in the Space Jam 2. This has been a long talked about project, but it's actually been slated, and they have Ryan Coogler's production company that's going to be doing it. He's not doing it, but so who knows? He could just be sort of signing off on it. But people were like, oh, he's LeBron James is no Michael Jordan. I think that's ridiculous.
LeBron James is a better actor than Michael Jordan, and I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah.
Objectively, he is much better and funnier than Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan was one of like the big issues with Space Jam. The man has like no charisma.
Well, yeah, and like I think
LeBron James was hilarious in Trainwreck, and like one of the like best things about that movie. So yeah, I'm just going to.
And he is, in my opinion, like without a doubt, the obvious choice for a basketball player. Like, yeah, you're right. He does have that experience as an actor. So I don't know. Like, I don't hate Space Jam, whatever, but I don't think that
it's a thing that exists.
Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, I like to see the Looney Tunes back, but I'll be annoyed if it's CG. I hope it's not.
I doubt they do that, honestly.
I would hope not. But I don't know. I just haven't really liked any of the feature films with the Looney Tunes. So I don't know. For some reason, I feel like their brand of humor is just really hard to convert to a feature film. So I don't know. It makes me nervous. Once I hear about the writers, maybe see a trailer, I'll be more on board. But whatever.
The director is like apparently like super like indie and like weird, so it's kind of a funny choice for director, I think.
Yeah. Have season 3 announced for DuckTales, so this.
Woohoo!
Yeah. They got the whole cast back, and I think that I think it's great. I think it's a good show. I think it's charming and something the whole family can watch. It's just something that that adults will like because of nostalgia, but also because it's good, and the kids will like, and even teens I think will like. It's just something for the whole family, which is nice.
I really liked season 1. I thought it was great, and I'm excited for season 2, which apparently is, I've heard it's coming soon. I don't know when exactly, but I'm excited for it. I thought the first season was really strong, and it ended amazingly. So I'm excited for more, and I'm glad that it got a third season.
That's right, because season 2 is going to be airing soon, but they already announced season 3 even before. Okay, yeah. I enjoyed it. I mean, David Tennant is great as Scrooge. I think they pulled that off really well. And he was saying, I just saw him at Comic-Con, Salt Lake Fan X, and he was saying that he never thought he'd be in a show with a more iconic theme than Doctor Who, and then he gets cast in DuckTales. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Did you guys see any of DuckTales, Hayden?
Yep. I'm just going to hide all the pictures of Launchpad McQuack that I have saved on my phone right now, so I'm not judged.
No judgment. Judgment-free zone. All right, that's funny. Okay, now we are diving into trailers. This is so exciting. So the first we're going to talk about, not really trailer, we're going to talk about the pilot or the release of Hilda and on Netflix, and it was released yesterday as of this recording, and I never binge watch shows, like never. It's not the way I like to absorb my entertainment, but I ended up binging this yesterday, and I was just delighted. I thought it was so great. It was funny. It was sweet. It was, I don't know. It had everything you could ever want in a show, in my opinion. It was beautifully animated. I loved the color palette. I loved all the characters. I loved the voice acting. I loved the stories. I loved Hilda so much. So did you get to watch the pilot or any of it, Hayden?
Yeah, I watched the first episode, and yeah, I have to agree, it was very charming.
Yeah, so
Charming
charming.
is the perfect description for it.
Yes. Yeah.
I watched the first one, and if I hadn't been so busy with other things, I probably would have binged the whole thing. I'll probably watch a whole bunch more after we're done with this. It was so good. I loved it. It was like, it wasn't exactly like Gravity Falls, but it sort of had that vibe, but maybe even more charming than Gravity Falls
Yeah.
because it kind of had a British feel to it, and just, I don't know, Britishness makes everything more charming.
Yeah.
And I loved the characters. I loved the ideas. It was like a magical world like I've never seen before. It was like subtly magic, but like not, it was subtle, but like not subtle at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense. But like, I don't know. It just was so much more imaginative than a lot of shows that I've seen, and I really loved it. I'm excited to watch the rest of it, and I really hope we get more of it because it looks like it's going to be one of my favorite shows.
Yeah. Like Gravity Falls is amazing, but it's a little more sarcastic than this,
and like a bit more frantic.
Yeah.
I'd say this was a lot more subdued and kind of like bedtimey.
Yeah.
I think that everybody should watch it. I immediately messaged all my nieces, said you have to watch it. It's so good. And I just
watch it or you're grounded.
That's right. I just loved all of the designs, and I loved, like I said, the color palette, and it was great.
Twig is adorable.
Oh,
the little deer fox. That thing is so cute.
So cute. I love the elf.
Oh yeah, that guy was so cute too.
It was so cute. It was just, I don't know. It was just phenomenal. Everybody should watch it. I love the music too. I thought it was great.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, let us know if you see it. What you thought, if you're listening. So, okay, we have a new trailer, an English trailer for the new Hosada film, Mirai, from Mamoru Hosada, and just off of the trailer, I'm really excited. I think it looks really creative, and it looks like a pretty cool story. And he's an incredible artist, so I'm on board. I'm excited. Thought it was pretty good pretty decent little. It's just a little teaser, but yeah, it looked pretty good to me. What do you think, Hayden?
Yeah, I really liked the trailer as well. I don't really have much to add, I guess, but looks good.
Yeah. I love time travel stories, so I think that also really interests me. So what do you think of the trailer, Jonathan?
I thought it was really cute. It didn't seem like one that I would be blown away with, but it looked like one that I would definitely want to check out eventually. I thought it looked cute and original. It's not like a story that I'd seen before, despite it being time travel, but like the way they go about it seemed unique.
Yeah. A film that G-Kids is releasing through a Fathom event next month called MFKZ. It says genre mashup MFKZ's collaboration French comic artist Julien Renard and ultra hip Japanese animation house Studio 4C that made Tectonic Concrete, which I have actually seen. They say it's the dream team. That's the team. It's a bring to life a dark but stunningly animated sci-fi vision that mixes anime, film noir, and lucha libre in an orgy of video game inspired mayhem. That sounds like something that Hayden would like.
Yeah, I was pretty like I guess like taken aback in like a good way by the trailer, because that wasn't like exactly what I was expecting, but like in a really cool way.
Yeah.
like it immediately grabbed my attention.
This is a film that is for adults, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's cool. It looked visually pretty stunning as far as the shadowing and the art design of it looked really cool. So I got my ticket. I'm excited.
I thought the animation looked amazing.
Yeah.
But it also looked like it was, I mean, I could be wrong, but it kind of looked like it was going to be violent for violence's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And like that doesn't really appeal to me. So I guess I'll wait and see what the reviews are like. It looked like a movie that I might watch once and I probably wouldn't revisit. So
it seemed like it had a social message to it.
I thought it kind of reminded me a little bit of an Akira feel as far as the violence.
Yeah.
That kind of was what I was thinking of when I watched it. Have a Nice Day. There was from a Chinese director. There's a animated film, and it had a really cool visual style, but it just didn't work for me the way it tried to combine this kind of absurdist humor with this gritty movie, gritty mob movie, whatever. So, but anyway, okay. I'm definitely very curious, and I'm definitely going to see it. So, all right. So we had She-Ra trailer, new Netflix series from DreamWorks, and I thought this trailer was great. I'm definitely excited. I think beautiful animation, and I think it'll be really empowering. And
also, she actually looks like a teenager this time.
Yeah, it definitely has a bit of an anime feel to it. But yeah, I was really impressed with this trailer. I liked it better than I thought it would. They're telling a good story, and they're not like it looks like to me, not making it campy, which I appreciate.
I've never seen the original, so I don't know how it's going to compare, but from what I've heard, I wouldn't be missing much if I never saw the original. Like it's apparently it's one of those 80s shows where it was basically made to sell toys, and
yeah, that's about right.
I think from what I've heard, the Thundercats is the same way, and they made a remake in like 2011 of Thundercats that I really liked, and I think this might be similar in that it's going to be a more serious and story-based take on an originally commercialized property, I guess. So I thought the trailer looked good. I liked the character design. I liked the animation. I will definitely have to check this one out.
Yeah, it was very impressive. It's kind of like the original show. It's kind of like Xena, Warrior Princess, but not as good.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's about right.
Yeah. Okay, so then we had a trailer for Liz and the Blue Bird movie from Naoko Yamada, who did A Silent Voice, which I loved. This trailer, I mean, I'm excited just because of her attachment, but if she wasn't attached to it, I didn't love it. But hopefully it will be good. I don't know. It just looks kind of cheesy, the story, and I think that I think the people will be hoping it'll be like a LGBTQ kind of story about these two girls that fall in love, but I don't think it will. I think they're just going to be friends. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like with a lot of these anime films, like something like When Marnie Was There, or which I love, but they have a lot of, I think they have a different culture, and there's a lot of storytelling that I think in American culture might be more bold in that regard, but sort of just friends in anime. I don't know. It didn't look great to me, but I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt because I thought her last movie was so great.
I thought the art style looked pretty, but like not a whole lot about the trailer really captured my attention.
Yeah.
I liked how it looked, and that's about it. I might see it eventually, but it's not one that I would definitely go out of my way to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer kind of bugged me in how like the titles and like how they it just seemed very schmaltzy.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
You're like, as graduation nears, like just, I was just like, I feel like I'm being pandered to.
Yeah, I kind of felt that too. Yeah, it just felt kind of cheesy. And hopefully, maybe once they get it like dubbed, and it's like a true English trailer, then maybe I don't know, maybe they'll make a better trailer. But yeah, I didn't love it either. So I agree with you. Trailer for the Marvel Rising, Secret Warriors. We talked about this in the past. So
actually really enjoyed these shorts. They're based on a lot of sort of lesser known Marvel heroes, and I really liked them. I liked Ghost Spider, who she's known online as Spider Gwen. I really liked that they were focusing on her in the shorts. I don't know if she's going to be focused on in the movie. I hope so. But like they had like different weirder heroes like Squirrel Girl. And I liked that they were focusing on some of the more obscure heroes, and they made them like fun and personable characters. And I'm looking forward to the movie just because I thought the shorts were great. And if they're any indication of what the movie's going to be, I think that it's going to be good.
Well, the thing is that they're still going to be making the shorts, because remember last time we talked about how they were having the contest that people could submit.
Right.
Yeah. The kids could submit ideas for.
Yeah, so, I think that's going to be just like a YouTube series, though. I don't know how like canon it's going to be compared to the movie. Like, I think they're probably planning on turning this into a franchise because like just today I saw on Twitter people were tweeting that they were finding costumes of the characters like Squirrel Girl in the stores, like kid-sized costumes. So I think they're going to try to turn this into something.
Yeah, I have a new indie film trailer. This is called Ruben Brandt Collector. It looks like it's kind of surrealist, and it kind of has a look of a cat in Paris, kind of, to me. And I thought it looked pretty cool. I'm interested. It's definitely for adults.
Yeah, the director is from Slovenia.
Oh, Slovenia. Okay, great. Yeah, I thought it looked interesting. I'm curious.
Yeah.
More like something that I would be into more than the MFKZ movie. It just looked different, and it looked like it would be violent, but maybe not quite as, I don't know, violent for violence sake as MFKZ looked. It looked like it would be like, if there was violence, it was going to be like have a purpose in the story. And just, I don't know, it just looked weird and surreal and strange, but like in all the ways that I like. I wasn't like a huge fan of the horse face characters, but I think it's one of those things where once I start watching, I'll probably get used to it and maybe even eventually like, because like if I get turned off by characters, sometimes once I start watching them, I will start liking them. Like Adventure Time. Like originally I thought Adventure Time characters were ugly, and now I think they're adorable because I watched enough of it that I got used to them. So I think this might be something similar. It just looked weird and creative, and one that I for sure will be checking out eventually.
Yeah. I mean, this is not something that will be adorable, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
No, not adorable. I'm just using that as an example.
So Hayden, are you excited for this? What'd you think?
Yeah, it looks really cool and unique, and it was another case of me just being kind of pleasantly surprised by something.
Yeah.
Just the look of it.
Yeah, me too. And it looks like it might have some humor, so hopefully they'll get that balance right. It looked like it was gonna be somewhat sarcastic at points, and so yeah, I'll definitely check it out. It looked pretty cool. And I had not heard anything about it, so it was kind of a fun.
No, I hadn't either. I'd seen some pictures here and there, but I didn't know what it was. I hadn't even seen the trailer until I was trying to put together our list of things to talk about, and I watched the trailer and I was like, wow, this is better than I expected it to be.
Yeah. All right. Definitely our next indie. No, just kidding. Oh, we'll be talking about Mary Poppins Returns. Is a new trailer came out, and there's going to be a lot of 2D animation, or at least a scene, a segment of it, which was pretty exciting. And this was a pretty good trailer. I mean, I still I didn't love Christopher Robin personally, and I've been pretty mixed on these live action. This is not a remake, but in that sort of vein, I haven't really loved most of them. So, but this looked pretty great. I'm excited. I'm cautiously optimistic that it will be great, and I'm excited about the 2D animation. It looked fun. So I don't know, Hayden, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm like pretty excited overall.
Yeah.
And the 2D animation kind of just sealed the deal.
Yeah. What do you think, Jonathan?
You said you were cautiously optimistic. I think I went way past cautiously when I saw the trailer. I'm actually really excited for this now. Like I think I was cautiously optimistic after the first trailer.
Uh-huh.
And when I saw this trailer, I was like, this looks really good. Like the 2D animation is like, yes, finally. But like there's so much more than just that. Like all the actors look perfect. I love that Angela Lansbury is going to be in it. I love that Dick Van Dyke is back. Lin-Manuel Miranda looked really good in his character. I don't know exactly what he's going to do, but I'm glad that he's in it. Just everybody looked perfect.
And that he's following in Dick Van Dyke's footsteps of doing a horrible Cockney accent.
Yeah.
I just thought the trailer looked charming.
Yeah.
Is Dick Van Dyke, do you think, playing Bert or a different character?
I'm
assuming a different character.
From what I heard, didn't he play 3 different characters in the first one?
He played 2.
Bert and the old guy, and was there a younger, like the old guy was the grandfather of somebody? Like I heard that he was going to be the other person that was related to the old guy who has just now become an old guy. I'm not 100% sure on that. I feel like I read that.
I think he was just the 2 roles in the original, if I recall.
Either way, as far as I know, he's supposed to be related to the character from the first movie, the old guy.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Interesting. Okay, great. Yeah, so we will see. December is going to be an incredibly crazy month at the box office, but I'm here for it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And Rob Marshall, the director, certainly has experience with musicals. So, there we go. All right. So, we had a new trailer for The Grinch. And I actually liked the first Grinch trailer. I thought a lot of people were really down on it. I thought it looked pretty fun. But now I'm not on the fun camp. I did not like this trailer. I thought it looked terrible. I thought it just, like, in the original book and short or whatever, like, he has a definite reason for being irritated because they're being so loud with their darn music. And, all the noise. I mean, that would get me after a while. I would be very frustrated. And, like, there's a problem with making these Seuss books into feature films is that you just have to pad them with all of this, additional motivation and this additional stuff. And I don't know, it's just, just him just being this Grinch, and just hating everything. I feel like that's just going to get so old. And I don't know, I just didn't think it was funny, this trailer. And I don't know. I didn't like it really at all. It was not very good. I mean, the animation's fine, but
yeah, that was like, I one thing I've noticed is that everything like does kind of seem to work, like, I guess, in its favor, except the script.
Yeah.
Like, because like Benedict Cumberbatch is a great choice for the Grinch. Like, he could be very Boris Karloff, but yet they have him doing an American accent for some reason,
that's so weird.
Which I don't understand. Like, I really like the style of the characters, honestly. I love how the Who's look, and I love all the textures, and the snow looks really cool. It's just, the script is just so, I don't know what to say. It's just feels so been there, done that, and generic and unfunny and.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I don't know. It just looked super lame to me. I don't know. I didn't like it. Are you more positive on it, Jonathan, or no?
Kind of. Like the first trailer that I saw, I was actually not really on board. And this one kind of got me on board a little more. The first one I thought just looked cheesy and generic. And I mean, this one kind of does too. What got me, though, was the music. Like, I really liked the music in the trailer. And they started the trailer with Pentatonics. And I'm a huge Pentatonics fan. And I really hope that Pentatonics gets to be on the soundtrack and is not just in the trailer. Because I know a lot of trailers like to use music that's not in the movies. So like, that hooked me. Like, if they have a soundtrack full of Pentatonics, I'll love the movie no matter if it's horrible or not. But this trailer I thought seemed a little better, but mainly because I think the first trailer, for some reason, that scene with the pickles, spitting out the pickle, was just disgusting, and that totally turned me off. And the fact that this trailer didn't have that was like a huge improvement to me. So, I mean, the script does seem like it's going to be cheesy and generic, and I'm probably not going to love the movie, but I'm hoping it's not going to be horrible. That water buffalo thing, the yak, whatever it is, I don't know why that's in there. I wish they would get rid of that thing, but whatever. I'll probably still see this eventually.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard. I don't think it's really that. I mean, I guess Horton Hears a Who was okay, but these short books, it's just super hard to translate into a feature film. It's very difficult, and I don't think Illumination is up for the task, but who knows? All right.
Yeah.
Last thing we're going to talk about, last trailer. So we have a new trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2, and every Ralph Breaks the Internet, still a terrible name, but okay. So I've not been a big fan of pretty much everything I've seen from this movie until this trailer. I thought this was a great trailer. I thought you got to see what the actual story is going to be, and not just a bunch of the humor has not impressed me up until now. And I was like, oh, it's just looking really lazy. And I kind of felt like a lot of people were sort of giving it a bit of a pass because they loved the first one, and I didn't love the first one. So for me, I was just kind of like, oh, I'm not liking it. But this I thought was so much better. It had the story, and you got to see all the different lands, and it's not just going to be a bunch of internet jokes. And that made me really excited. And I thought the world building looked really creative, and the whole it looks like the Gal Gadot character is going to be in it way more than I thought. So that was kind of cool. And anyway, this just really invigorated my interest and excitement for this movie a lot. I thought I don't know. I was really impressed with this trailer. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I felt like this was a huge improvement on the other trailer, but I liked the other trailer. So
yeah,
the fact that I think this is an improvement, I think says a lot about what the movie's going to be. I think it's going to be a lot better than people are expecting. I don't think it's going to be princess focused like people are either afraid or expecting it to be. I think that the princesses are probably going to have a couple of scenes, and that's going to be it. And I know,
and honestly, possibly just one scene.
But on the princess front, I did find out it's Fan X. Paige O'Hara was there, and she said that I doubt she was supposed to say this, but she said that they just recently, like in the summer, recorded a whole additional scene with the princesses.
So yeah, I saw that too, actually.
Yeah, so it may be that it got such good reception from the trailer that they are now sounds like they added a whole new scene. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it could be like it also could be like maybe like a post-credit scene or something.
Oh yeah, that's
or
true.
like or something. I don't know. I'm just keeping the options open.
Yeah, that's true. Did you like that? Do you think this was a better trailer, Hayden?
Yeah, for sure. I'm with Jonathan. I thought that this was like a really good trailer with the story, and we've learned a lot more. The last scene really made me laugh with the dark web.
Yeah.
That got a tip on me, and apparently that's Alfred Molina doing the voice. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I mean, because for me, one of my concerns about this movie is that I felt like it was feeling very Shrekian, where then I'm not a big fan of that. Where it's just like joke, 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 and I don't know. It's just not my taste. And I just feel like we have so much of that between all the Minions movies and between all that style of sort of, I don't know, that style of sort of comedic animation. I was like, oh, I really don't want Disney going in there. I want them to tell, mad like stories and be magical and be sweet. And I don't want another sort of crass animated comedy. And so I was just very excited with a bunch of sort of, ooh, look, we're making fun of this property, and we're making fun of this website, we're making fun of this, popular cultural thing. Like, we have so much of that in animation. I don't want Disney to become that person. And so this just really made me excited that I feel like, okay, they actually have a story, and there's like a real reason they're going online. There's going to be a lot of world building. It's not just going to be, oh, look, this thing you recognize. Here's a joke. So anyway, that was very exciting for me. So yay, I'm on board. Woohoo!
Yay, we've converted you.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so there we go. We have talked about them all the stories. So this was really fun. And we got some fun animation coming up. This is exciting. And so if you're listening, let us know what you think of all these different things we talked about. We covered a lot. So let us know, particularly about the trailers. And Hilda, if you've seen that, I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section or on Twitter. So let us know. And Jonathan, how can people find you?
On pretty much every social media, I'm at John J. North. And on YouTube, you can find my channel if you search for I Heart Animation. Great. I recently rebranded to focus pretty much exclusively on animation. I just released a new episode today talking about a movie from France called Zarafa about a giraffe, which I thought was really great, and I recommend it to everyone.
Cool, great. And Hayden, how can people find you?
You can find me also on the social medias, such as mostly Twitter.
Yeah.
It's at Pinafore Geek.
Great. And you can find me at Rachel's Reviews on iTunes and on YouTube, so check it out. And let us know your thoughts, and we'll get together soon. It's crazy, like doing these. It just makes time. I just can't even believe that. I think, we just did it. It's been 3 weeks. What? Yeah. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks, and it should be fun. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me to talk about all this. It was fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.